Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Medi and today I'll be showing you how to make this trending hair bow. I'm going to use a crochet. I'll be using the 4.0 crochet, and this is a winter king yarn. It's 100% acrylic, and also a hair clip. So first things first, we're going to make a slip stitch, and then we're going to chain 72. We're going to start with the bow part first. So chain 72, so this is my 72. These are my 72 chains. It's 18 inches. If you have a tape measure, you can measure yours to be 18 inches. Okay, so we're going to turn our work. And we're going to put a half double crochet on our third chain. Half double crochet. On our third chain. So, and that's the pattern for the second row. Sorry, for the first row. That's the pattern for the first row. Half double crochet. You're going to half double crochet in every chain. Yeah, until the end of the chain. So let's meet at the end of the chain. Make sure you have 78 half double crochets by the time you reach the end of the first row. So as you can see, I'm almost through with my first row. And if you don't know how to do the half double crochets, please, you can comment down below. I can make a video on how we do different stitches, or you can comment the stitch that you don't know how to do and I can make a tutorial on that. So please feel free to comment down below. If you want a tutorial on how to do a half double crochet. So we are coming to the end of the first row. And this is how your work is supposed to look like. Okay, so after this you're going to chain 2, 1, 2, then we're going to turn our work and continue with our half double crochets, just the same as we have done in our first row. So you're going to chain 1 and put a half double crochet on your first stitch, and this is basically the pattern that you're going to be working with, the half double crochets to and from. And this is how it's supposed to look like. So continue doing this until you reach your last stitch. You're almost at the end of the second row. Chain 2 and turn your work. So this is the pattern that you're going to be doing. You're going to be doing half double crochets on each. You're going to be doing half double crochets on each stitch, and when you reach the end you chain 2, turn your work, then you do the same. So we're on our second row. We're going to be doing a total of 8 rows. So let's meet at the 8th row. So guys, I added 3 more rows to make it 11 rows, and this is how it looks like. So go ahead and add 3 more rows. Then after that you're going to join the ends. You're going to turn it the other side. Just join it using a slip stitch. So after that, just cut the yarn And we are done with that part. And we are done with the bow part. Not completely done, but we are done with the first part. So next we are going to work on the next part of the bow. So for the bottom part, chain of 2, and then make a half double crochet on the first chain, then a half double crochet on the second chain, so that you have two double crochets. And for the next row, you're going to chain 1, put your first half double crochet on the first stitch, then on the second stitch put 2 half double crochets, and please mark which side you want to increase. Okay, so for that's the end of the second row. For the third row, you're going to chain 1, turn your work. So we are going to be increasing, we will be increasing on the same side. So when we turn our work, the first stitch is the stitch that we increased on our second row. So for the third row, we're going to increase on the first stitch first. So that's the first double crochet, half double crochet, then this is the second half double crochet. Then we continue to the next 2 stitches. So now we have 4 stitches, and that is row 3. For row 4, chain 1, turn your work, add your half double crochet on the first stitch, then on the second stitch add 1 half double crochet, also on the third stitch, but on the fourth stitch you're going to add 2 half double crochets. Please don't forget that you're going to be increasing only on one side. And we are done with that row. Chain 1. For this row, we increase on the first stitch. So this is our first half double crochet, and this is our second half double crochet. Then for the rest, we only add 1. Don't worry, I'm going to write it down so that you can understand. Chain 1, turn your work, do the same thing. Maybe. So add 2 half double crochets on your last stitch. So we're going to do this for a total of 10 rows. Now we are at row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This row we are adding 2 half double crochets on the first stitch, and single half double crochets on the rest of the stitches. our 7th row. And this is how it's supposed to look like. On the 8th row, we add our half double crochets all through, but 2 double half crochets on the last stitch. Don't forget that. So after the 46th row, turn your work and you're going to start decreasing so that it looks like the other side, like this side. So we're going to skip the first chain and put a half double crochet on the next chain. Remember, we will be decreasing only on one side. So after the last stitch, chain 1, turn your work. So we're going to be decreasing on this side. So add half double crochet on each side until you reach the second last stitch. So here I have 2 stitches remaining, this one and this one. So we are going to decrease again. So I'm going to skip this one and put my last half double crochet on the last one, like that. Chain 1, turn your work, skip again the first stitch and put a half double crochet on the second stitch. As you can see, it's decreasing. So this is what we're going to do. This is the pattern we are going to do until we are remained with only 2 half double crochets. Just decrease on one side, only one side. So I'm almost at the last row. This is my second last row. So on the last row, we're not going to decrease. We're just going to put the 2 half double crochets on the remaining 2 stitches, just like as we started on this row. After that, chain 1, and you can cut your yarn. And this is how it's supposed to look like. Make sure you have something like this. So it's time for the last piece. The last part, make a slip knot. Start with a foundation of 2 chains. That is 1, 2, sorry, a foundation of 3 chains, 3. Put a half double crochet on the first stitch. The second and the third. So that's our first row. Chain 1, turn your work, put half double crochets on the second row. So we'll take the bow part. This is how it's supposed to be. So we are trying to make something that will fit here. As you can see, it's still small, so we're going to add a couple of more rows until it fits this part. Okay, so just let us add more rows. I'm going to add like 3, then we see if they're going to fit. So this is the first one. So finally, So after that, we're just going to join them. Lakini hapo inauzwa wholesale 12 pieces. Aya. So this is what you're supposed to have. So now we join the bottom part of it. This part. After that, just pass the bottom part inside of the bow. Okay, so that it looks like this on both sides. I just passed it through the bow. And this is how it's supposed to look like after you do that. So for the final part, just use a hairpin, and on the back side of your just place it on the back side of your bow. Bye guys, see you on the next tutorial. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.